Next, I want to talk to you a little bit about the dock down at the bottom. So your dock will look a little differently than mine. On my dock, I had it set to automatically hide. Yours is going to be automatically up here with the different items on it. Another thing that I have set is when I go over my dock, it magnifies the items so that I can see them better. That's another option that you can do if you want. You can make it magnified to see them. This is where most of your apps are going to be placed. You'll notice that when you look at these apps, some apps have a dot underneath them, like this one. That means that it's currently running on the computer. If you don't see a dot underneath it, that means it's not running at this moment. The computer is not using it. Now, this one all the way over here to the left, that is the actual computer. It will always have a dot under it because it's always running. But this is your dock, where most of your apps are going to live. Next, let's talk a little bit about your menu window. Your menu window consists of a finder, which is going to have information about the computer, such as your preferences. We won't go into that at this time, but this is where you set different things for your preferences. Also, your file, where you create a new window or a new folder. Also, you can edit some things, change up the way you view them. Go is to go to different storage devices like AirDrop or the computer or the desktop. It will open it up for you and give you a window. Let me show you. So if I go to the desktop, it's going to open up the desktop as a folder. So here is the folder that shows all of the things that are currently on my desktop. So you have kind of like a real item view, or you can check it out as like a window, kind of a file system of what you have. That can be sometimes confusing to people, but this is just simply showing you your desktop, everything that's on the desktop. Well, I can just look at the desktop and see it too. But sometimes you're in an app and you can't quite see everything. So this is a great way to navigate through that. Also, we can change up our view, the way we see things. We can see them as icons. We can see them as a list. I can see them as a columns. So there's lots of different things for view. There's the go. The window, these are just different. I can minimize the window. I can zoom in. Just different options. And help is simply that. It's help. Okay. Up at the top, these are going to be things like the battery life, Bluetooth, our Wi-Fi setting, the date and time, and the Creative Cloud. In our class, we'll be using the Creative Cloud quite a bit. And as I hovered over it, it launched it for me. That is my Creative Cloud right there. But I'm going to close it because I don't really need it up and running. So I go over to this window and over to this area where these three dots are, and I can expand it. I can hide it onto my dock. It just puts it down on my dock. That's called the genie effect, like a genie coming out of a bottle. Or I can close it with the red dot, and that closes the window for me. So that's your menu area and your dock area and your desktop area.